I'm going to try to do better. Last time I told you Rick was out changing tires. I'm Tommy Pope. I'm going to be real quick because I know y'all didn't come to hear me. I'm from York, and I represent York and Clover. And a couple things. Last week they were over at Pope's at the White House, and we got to talking about endorsements. And I had an opportunity to talk to Rick, and I told him, I said, I've never endorsed anybody. And just so you can get it straight, I'm not about to now, but let me finish. I said, Rick, I never endorsed anybody. And I said, part of the reason is really twofold. One is every one of you is trying to make a decision. You watched this man last night, you saw what he said. I actually take my advice from a different source, from a higher source. That source too, but I was talking about my wife. And my wife, and I shared this with them last time when we got to sit with Rick and Karen, is Kim Pope, whether you call it intuition, call it what you want, but she doesn't size up candidates the way a lot of us do. She doesn't care about politics. She doesn't get excited about politics. She gets excited about people. And I want to share two things. One that I shared last time, I said, well, why Santorum? This was when there was once I was asking her, and she said, because I'm telling you, he's sincere. And I said, you may not agree with every single issue, every single item, but you don't doubt where this man stands. And so number two, she said today, because I was leaving and the debate's narrowed down, and I said, so what do you think? And I told her I was coming over here. She said, well, you're going to see the man I'm voting for. And I said, well, I think I'm going to see the man I'm voting for, but let me finish what you're thinking. And she said, when the man gets to the White House, because you know there's a lot of candidates and a lot of issues, and when the man gets to the White House, we need a president that we can be proud of again. And the second thing I told him about endorsements, there's some folks that will endorse a different candidate every week. Not these guys, not people like Greg, but there's some that will endorse different folks different times. And I always asked him, I said, I feel like people are wanting something. You know, if he gets to Washington, I want something. I told him, I said, I guess I do want something too. If you get to Washington, tell them to leave our people alone. So, without further hesitation, I'd like to pass this over. I will tell you, I'm not here to endorse, but I will tell you Saturday that Tommy Pope and Kim Pope will be voting for this man. You make your own decision.
Thank you very much. We're all set now. Don't tell people I can't do two things at once.